Hi and welcome to MFL Outdoors, and tonight's another foxing night and we're on our way to the shoot. The pheasants are in, the partridge are in, the ducks are in, so the foxes will be in. So we're going out to see if we can get one or two. Hopefully we'll get something tonight. The weather today is really bad. It's blowing a force 10 gale and we're getting intermittent rain. Some quite heavy, so we'll see how it goes on anyhow. And yeah, grab yourself a coffee and join me on this one. Right, we're coming up to our first destination, and the weather's not too bad at the minute, so fingers crossed. I don't think we've got much daylight left, so I'll have to get sorted out as quick as I can. Right, I've made my way halfway up. I've stopped to have a quick scan around. You can see the partridge pen there. There's a hide. Everything looks clear at the moment. Nope, nothing around on this level, so I think we'll carry on up. Right, well, I've had a good scan round and I can't see anything at all up here around the partridge pens or the duck pond. You can hear the ducks making plenty of noise there, and it's quite windy. So I'm going to head back down to the vehicle and go back down into the valley and see if there's anything about there, because there's not a lot doing up here at the moment. And I think anything that would be about has gone down for some shelter because it's quite windy up here. Right, let's go. I decided to hang on just a little bit longer and just have one final scan round. You never know, just to see if there's anything about, but it doesn't look like it. All the ducks are nicely on the pond, except for I think there's just one there wandering about. Hopefully it'll join them. Well, I think I'll start making my way down, because again, there's still nothing. Which isn't a bad thing for the ducks and partridge. So I'm back at the vehicle and I've had one more scan around and I can't see anything. I can't see anything all the way right up to the cliff, so there's nothing around here at the moment. Head down into the valley and then I'll set up there. We'll have a look around and then I'll talk you through my gear of tonight. Right, just bear with me. I'm going to go and get this gate open. The wind's starting to really pick up now. Right, just got to shut this gate. Right, we'll make our way down to our next stop. That's one hell of a full moon that's up now. It's like daylight out here. Not very good for foxing at all. That's a badger. They're everywhere around here. That to the right was just a rock, that there. That's just heated up through the daytime. And that down at the bottom is just a rabbit. They just come out the wood line. Well, I'm set up in the back of the truck, as in literally the back of the truck. I've got the rifle looking over over a gateway, so I'll just show you. See it there? There's the rifle. Here I am inside the truck, and I'm looking out. Don't know if you could see any of that, but yeah. So I'm settled down here. I've got a mat, my food, and I'm just going to sit it out. The weather's rubbish, it keeps raining, so we'll see if anything shows up anyhow. I'm using the Sako A7 243, the Infiray Rico RH50 thermal rifle scope. I'm using 95 grain SSTs, they're Hornadys, and I'm just trying to stay on the ground at the minute. I don't know if you can hear this wind, it's horrendous. I can't take any long distance shots, it's that bad. I'm only going to be able to take anything short distance. I've got the rifle set up with the tripod. I'll show you here. Don't know if you'll be able to see it. And there you are. And I've just got the tailgate up on the back of the truck and I'm just looking out. So I'm sheltered, and I'll wait and see if anything turns up. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to tuck into a cheese roll. And I've got something special for later, but you'll have to wait and see what that is. Looking middle right, or just in the middle now, I actually thought that was a fox, but on carefully watching it, I think that's a badger. In fact, I'm almost certain it is. Yep, and after a while it came back up the bank, which confirmed it. While we watch the badger, I'll give you some updates on things that are up and coming on the channel. I have a new scope coming this week that's just been released, and I'll be bringing you more details on that later. I'll be doing a video showing a 4K solar powered trail cam in action. I'm also going to be testing the Solaris SRX V2, that's the infrared laser, with my HIC Micro Alpex 4K LRF. And last but not least, I've got some really exciting news. I'm just waiting to finalise things, but as soon as I do, you'll be the first to know. I can't give any details away at the moment, but it means quite a bit for the channel. So stay tuned with that one and keep watching, and I'll update you as soon as I can. And here we have the first fox of the night. It's way too far out for me to take a shot at, especially in this weather, but it's quite some size looking at it. Those other little speckles you can see are actually the sheep lying down, and then to the left you can just see a roe deer standing up. I continued watching it, but it just went right up onto the tops. And although in the same place, this is actually a different fox. It's about 40 minutes later now from the last one that we saw, but it's in the same vicinity. It's working that bank side. It's just off right centre. You can see it going up the bank there now. Again, this is way too far out to take a shot at, but it does give you an idea in the, where they're actually travelling from and to, and what areas they're working at night. It also shows you how quick they cover ground when they're not hanging about. I've gone up to 2 times magnification, which is actually 8 times zoom, because the base magnification on this is 4 times. That bird just got away. I don't know if you saw that, it just flew up. The fox had obviously got scent of it. I think this one must have had its Weet-Bix this morning, because it's not hanging about, it's covering some ground. At first I thought this was another fox coming in, because this is moving quite quickly as well. But as I'm watching it, I'm more inclined to think that this is another badger. I think they're just not hanging about because the wind is so bad that they probably just want to see if they can find something and then get back. You can see there the body shape looks more like a badger as it's going through. I don't know what that heat source is just below it, but if you look, the badger's looking at it, decides not to go down and carries on past. I've only seen a couple of those foxes up to now. Nothing's come our way, so I think I'll give it till about 2 o'clock, and if nothing has shown up, then I'm going to call it a night. Because this is getting pretty dangerous, to be honest, in this weather. Unfortunately I'm in the back of the truck, but I've got to make my way home, and I've got a lot of roads where there's forest, so I'm going to have to watch for trees. Right, let's carry on. And here we have another fox making the same line as the others have. It looks like they're all heading down, down deeper into the valley. They've all had enough of that wind. And there in the middle of the screen we have yet another badger. They're just everywhere around here. I watched this one for quite a while, and eventually it makes its way down to the wall line and then starts coming through those trees, heading up towards me. Eventually it made its way all the way back, and you can see here it heads off. It's probably from the same set that the one we saw earlier. The badgers and the foxes like to use this area to cross between the fields, which is why I park up here, and it's where I shot the fox the other week. Okay, I'm back in the truck. I've got everything put away, ready for my journey back. Saw 2 or 3 foxes there, a couple of badgers working the fields. Nothing that I was able to shoot. They're just basically too far away, and we've got 30 to 40 mile an hour winds here tonight, so it's been really rough. But I did have me cheese rolls before I head off tonight. Yes, I've saved the best till last. It's Dairy Dunker. Oh, I just spoiled myself. It's 2 o'clock in the morning now anyhow, so I'm going to have this. Okay, well, I've had a cup of tea and I've had my Dairy Dunker, so I'm all fueled up, ready to head back for home. And one thing I have learned is it's really uncomfortable in the back of that truck. You can't quite sit up and you can't quite fully stretch out, so I'll have to design a little seat or something that just lifts me up only a couple of inches. That's all I need off the ground, just so I'm in line with the sight on the tripod when it's in the back. It's a good idea though, because you're well hidden. I was also protected from the weather, which was great. Anyhow, I'm going to make my way along this track and get to the gate, so I can make my way home. So we're going to do that now. I think we're ready to roll. Even all the rabbits, I'm just looking at all the rabbits have gone in. There's nothing out at all except for me. So it just shows how bad it is. There's normally quite a few rabbits along here. Okay, well I'm going to leave this one here. Saw a couple of foxes, saw a few badgers, saw a couple of rabbits, and that's about it, I think. Nothing else. I'm not surprised actually, the weather's been absolutely atrocious, and we've got a full moon just lighting the place up. The only time it was going dark was when the clouds were going over and blocking it out, but that didn't last long because the winds so bad. But, anyhow, weather forecast was wrong again, no surprise there, and I'm going to make my way home. So what's left for me to say is thanks very much for watching, take care, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.